Okay, so I am on my merry way over to the Soil Conservation Office, which I have not stepped foot in many years. But today I got a phone call from a concerned property owner that I have not cleared off their property from hay, and they are no longer in compliance with the SADC, which is the Farmland Preservation Program. And about a week ago, well, not even a week ago, late last week, I got a text message from a property owner across the way, and he was saying the same thing, that when I'm not in compliance according to soil conservation. And I was a little bit concerned because I don't go in to deal with those people. So I've asked both property owners if they are in any programs with the soil conservation, and they both said no, not at all. And I just need to go find out what their problem is. They're saying, the guy that I talked to today, he said they told him that I have between July 15th and August 15th to clear off any hay crop that is on there, or any crop that is on there. So suppose I put corn on there, right? I decide I'm gonna grow corn on there, and hey, it's corn, right? Do I have between July 15th and August 15th to harvest my crop of corn or soybeans, or, well, wheat would be harvested at that time? I want to know, and I want to have clarification of what it is that makes hay any different than any other crop that is out there, and why it has to be cleared off between July and August, when any other crop other than wheat, barley, rye wouldn't be cleared off until the fall, or until you got to it. So yes, we have had some wet ass weather, and I'm getting dinged by many people that own property out here that I haven't gotten to yet, because the weather, it's raining constantly raining. So what do you do when it's constantly raining? You can't make hay in the rain. I mean, I've done some crazy shit with hay, but you can't make hay in the rain. But whatever, such is life. I'm going to go find out, and then I'll get back to you all when I get out of that piece of shit office. Because I have no desire to deal with the government in any way, shape, or form other than my income tax form. Other than that, that's the only thing that binds me by law, to deal with the government, and that's that. So, they aggravate. Oh, the joys of the government. Okay, so here's the deal. You can see over my corner there, that's it. There's proof that I was actually here, and I spoke with Kevin, and I know him for years and years. I asked him if he was ready to retire yet. He just smiled and laughed, but he's only a little older than me. But anyway, there's weed seeds blowing around in there. And if I don't get it cut off of there, it could spread and get worse. And because they're in the Farmland Preservation Program, that gives the government the right to go in and do whatever the fuck they want. Isn't that amazing? So the funny thing is, it doesn't seem like anybody else is getting yelled at. I have two other properties that the hay was not made on that are in that particular program, and they're not calling me saying, hey, by the way, this guy's coming around and he's yelling at me because I haven't gotten it done and you haven't done it. So here's another thing. So if I grow corn or soybeans and I have Roundup resistant mare's tail in my soybean crop, and it's on farmland preserved ground, are they going to make me harvest the soybean crop and mow it down just to get rid of that Roundup resistant mare's tail? You know, because once that shit gets up to a certain height, that's it, it's done. Or Roundup resistant ragweed, or whatever. Or here's another one. How about in corn when we have fall panicum? You know, fall panicum's a real cocksucker in this area, and so is hemp dogbane. So if I got corn growing out there, and I get some hemp dogbane growing in there, just a little bit, you know, nothing that's going to affect my yield in any manner or way, are they going to go walking through my cornfield, see some hemp dogbane, and fine the property owner? Because that's what they'll do. They'll put a lien against their property because it's the government. And I just passed a cop. Is he going to get me? Motherfucker, he can nail me for handheld device, because this is a camera. I got away with it. Anyways, they're probably watching and laughing anyway, but oh well. So yeah, if you're going to go into the Farmland Preservation Program, You no longer own your ground. You are no longer the master of your property, which you aren't anyway. To be quite honest with you, we just rent the land. The rent payment comes quarterly. It's called taxes. If you don't pay your taxes, then the government takes your ground away, even if your family has owned it for eons. It doesn't matter, because you know what? It's just for the good of the people. It's for the good of the people. You know, we're not even stewards of the land anymore. We're just rent payers. But that's my rant on government and politics today. They suck. So if you are in, farmland assessment forms or farmland assessment papers. So if you got farmland assessment, which is in New Jersey, if it's assessed as farmland, and you lose that farmland assessment, you got to pay back 5 years of taxes. Instead of just saying, hey, it's farmland and it's farmed, or it's farmland and it's just taxed as farmland. But no, we got to fill out the paperwork. They got to know what's growing there, how much the crop is worth, blah, 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 blah. Create more bureaucracy. We need more bureaucracy. Got to keep the economy going. We need 1 in 6 people a government employee instead of 1 in 9 people a government employee. Or we can all become government employees. I'll just be a government employed farmer that grows hay to sell to mushroom farms, and you know, the government can get our hands on total control of all the food that is produced in this country. You know, the government doesn't have control over the cost or the price of mushrooms. That's why it is a thriving business. You know, it just is. But whatever, my government bullshit rant is over. They all suck. If you're liberal, you're fucked up. If you're a leftist, you're fucked up even worse. If you're a progressive, you are so fucked up you don't even know what life is about. You know, you just think it's all for free. Nobody has to pay for it. We'll just print money. We gotta print money. Yeah, print money. Go ahead. Makes it worthless. But anyway, I'm done. I swear.